Hey, what's up? In May of 2021, my wife and I decided to buy a 1963 Airstream Overlander. It had been sitting in the backyard of some guy's house up in Seattle for 7 years. Now, I wasn't very good at documenting the whole before process, but I can remember that conversation like it was yesterday. A fun winter project. Jason, what an idiot. So we got the Airstream home. It was an eventful trip home. The door flew off at one point, folded in half and completely broke. A window fell out and smashed somewhere on I-5 between Seattle and where I live in Oregon. So by the time I got it home, I was feeling pretty discouraged. This thing was just a heaping pile of junk. So I started getting online, researching what it was going to actually take to get this to a point that we could use it for camping. And I'm not going to lie, I was pretty discouraged immediately. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not a car guy, I'm a woodworker. And when it comes to body work or water lines, electrical, anything like that, I don't know the first place to start. And that's when I found a little company called Mountain Modern based in Bend, Oregon, and they specialize in restoring Airstreams. I drove my Airstream over the Cascade Range to Bend, I dropped it off, and I left it in his hands. Well, a few months ago, they let me know that they had the time in their schedule. They pulled the Airstream into their warehouse, and they started making it beautiful. It was really interesting to see how they tackled the restoration. They literally lifted the entire shell of the Airstream off of the trailer. They powder coated the frame, they re-welded places that needed to be re-welded, they put new axles in, new wheels in. They took the internal skins off, they re-insulated the entire inside, they re-ran all the electrical, they did a ton of patches on the outside shell, there was a bunch of holes that they had to fix. So after months and months of patiently waiting, making decisions, getting update photos, they finally told me the Airstream was ready to pick up, so I drove over to Bend, and it was pretty darn beautiful. I was so excited. This thing looked completely different from when I dropped it off. I dropped off a heaping pile of steaming poop. That might be going a little far, but it looked pretty rough. And I picked up a glorious, shiny tin can that looked beautiful. Well, this is my 1963 Airstream Overlander. It's 26 feet from tongue to tip. So now I'm gonna build out the inside. Now, although Mountain Modern did a ton of work and got me a lot farther than I ever would have got by myself, as you can see, there's a lot of work left to do. It is just a blank canvas in here. I got my batteries just like he does. I got my converters and inverters and things and switches, and to be completely honest, I have no clue what any of this does. You guys, I'm gonna apologize right now for this entire video series. I don't know anything about RVs. I've never gone RVing in my entire life. So I know that you RV people out there have a lot of technical terms and phrases that you like to use, like boondocking and dry hitch and wet hitch. I don't even know if those are actually things. I might have made those up. Anyways, I apologize in advance, because I'm gonna say a lot of things and you're gonna be like, that's wrong. Well, let me know in the comment section. I could use the engagement. So next week, I'm gonna start on this thing. I don't know what that's gonna look like. I think I'm gonna start in the back and work my way forward. which means I'm gonna start on the bed. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm new at this. So come along on the adventure. See if I fail or succeed. I'll show you guys everything. My mistakes, my victories, mainly my mistakes, because I'm anticipating there will be a lot of them. My point is, this should be a fun build, and hopefully when I'm done, I'll at least have something that me and the family can use to make our own memories. So, stay tuned for next week's video when we're diving right in.